Hi everyone, I hope you're all keeping safe and well, especially through this quite stressful time with this lockdown. Here in the UK we're on day 2 of our lockdown, but I'm on day 12 of my self-isolation. As I had flu-like symptoms a couple of weeks ago, I got told I had to self-isolate for 14 days. So I've sort of got used to sort of being indoors, and it's only this week I've started to go for sort of walks, but keeping well away from everyone, sort of going down the canals or through the woods and things, which I've really enjoyed, and I've actually felt like doing it this week, especially with lovely spring-like weather we're having at the moment. And I've got to apologise straight away because where I film, I'm right behind my patio windows and the sun belts through. I've shut the blinds, but I still think I've got an awful lot of shadows at the moment, so I'm sorry for that. If you can just sort of bear with me. This self-isolation thing, I know a lot of people are saying they're finding it hard and everything, but for me I've been quite fine with it really. I know it's a totally different way of life because I'm used to going out to work every day, running around, shopping, blah, blah, blah. But I think the secret is to keep yourself busy. I got myself in a little routine now. I get up in the morning, do my jobs I've got to do, and then I'd spend a couple of hours crafting, journaling, which has been great for me, trying to have some me time. I know it's different if you've got families and children and everything, but I've even cleaned all my kitchen cupboards out, I've sorted some clothes out, I've sorted books out to go to the charity shop, etc. And then I've been doing my yoga, I've been doing reading. And now the weather's got good, I've been out in the garden doing a lot of gardening, and I'm planning my garden for next year, and I'm definitely turning my garden into an allotment hopefully this year. All the mad panic buying has really brought it home to me how much I want to make more use out of my garden and try and grow my own food as much as I can, fruit and veg and stuff, because the supermarkets have been manic and people have been really stupid. And I've spent my days cooking and making a lot of stuff up and freezing, not being panic buying, just using everyday ingredients that I've got. I've been making lots of curries and chilies and putting them in the freezer. Been doing pasta sauce and that. Not that you can get any pasta, but that's another story. But amidst of it all, I think the secret is just to stay safe and try and keep yourself busy really. But what I want to share with you today is I've got 2 things I want to share with you. I've got a lovely swap that I did with Carol Laws, and I've got a little gift that Tina made me when we met up in January, and that seems so long ago now. But as a few of you know, me and Tina have been really good friends through our love of journaling and paper crafts and stuff, and we keep in touch regular. And when we met, she made me a beautiful gift which I'll share with you after, but just firstly want to go through this book that Carol made me. The theme of the swap was a book theme. We would just pick our favourite books, and it's funny that we both actually chose Bronte's Jane Eyre, and Carol did The Life of Charlotte Bronte for me. And I do love all the Brontes and the writings that just sort of really spoke to me. And I live quite near Haworth. I'm only 20 minutes away, so I do go up walking up there quite regular, and this book is going to be lovely because when I go up there I like writing, and I just like write little bits of poetry and quotes and things in, and I don't know, it's just really, there's something about the moors up around Haworth which are lovely. If any of you've ever been up, it is a beautiful part of the world, so this book is perfect. And she's done a lovely little what do you call this, chiffon ribbon thing which matches the book perfect. But I actually love the cover. It's The Life of Charlotte Bronte, and it's a beautiful green colour, and she's put a lovely little charm on the front and a picture of Charlotte Bronte. The book itself, and I can see where Carol went with this. She said, if you've watched the video, she said she based the pages on the colours of the moors, the greenery and the moss, and I can just see, it just speaks of the moors to me anyway. As I said, I've always loved the Brontes. I think it was my mum that really got me into the Brontes, because my mum's favourite book was Wuthering Heights, and I remember she gave me a copy when I was probably about 12, and we went up as a family up to because my mum had always wanted to visit the parsonage, and we just, I don't know, it's just memories of a really lovely day we had up there, and it just remained a favourite of both mine and my mum's. She's left me, because she does know I do like to journal, so she's left me plenty of writing space, which she'll be probably not even in frame here, am I? Just had trouble with my setup this morning. No matter where I put my camera, my tripod, the tripod legs were sticking out, usual filming kerfuffles. She's put lovely pictures, pages from the books in, and some lovely images. And I just love this paper that she used. I'm not sure what it is, but it's absolutely, I must ask you, Carol, what it is. She's done some lovely stamping and little quotes on the bottom, and which I love. She's left loads of journaling space for me, so I'll be able to write little quotes and poetry and things like that. And what I love about this book, it's just a lovely size that'll fit in my bag, and it's just nice to hold. It's not too big, or because sometimes books can be a bit too big to just pop in your bag when you're going out. I love these pages. And there's lots of like little scenes of, like I say, from Wuthering Heights and Jane Eyre. I must have spent about an hour looking through this book when I received it. I think it was Thursday or Friday I received it. And I've just been playing with it and touching it, as we all do, ever since. And I'm actually, when I was making the book, I started listening to Jane Eyre on audio book. That's another thing I've been doing quite a lot of when I've been at home. I've been listening to audio books while I craft, and it's just nice. My partner, Steve, he's still working, so I've had the house to myself, so it has been quiet, and I have been able to do things. And these pages just lovely. I think she did say it was one of the Amy Joy kits, which I've looked at before myself. Oh, I love that flip. Like I said, there's absolute loads of space for writing in, and it was lovely to do a swap. I've just finished another swap, which I hope to film after this journal. Yeah, I've really enjoyed like doing a couple of swaps of lately. Sometimes I don't always have time to do them, but because I've had extra time at home the last 2 weeks. And these fabrics are lovely. They just look like the moorland. I love that colour. I love olives and greens, and I love this as well. This little thingy. I'm going to jot down sort of the books that I'm reading, and I'm going to give them marks out of 10, because I do read a lot. And even this week, while I've been at home, I've got my embroidery out, so I've been doing some journal covers with bits of embroidery on. And I think sometimes when you get put into a lockdown of things like it's totally unexpected, I think you've got to focus on what you can do instead of what you can't do. So how many of us have moaned really about time, and sometimes it's just nice to be at home with your family, to make time for each other and just focus on the simple things at time. But hopefully, I don't know how long it's going to last for, we'll all come out the other side of it safely. I have started a journal where I'm writing about my experience the last couple of weeks and now through the lockdown. I just think what happens today is the history of the future. In 50 years' time, I'm just wondering if somebody found my journal and there was reading up about this coronavirus and what's happening and the fears people are having, and it's just a nice bit of like social history. Because another book that I love, and don't get me wrong, I'm not comparing our situation at all with Anne Frank, but I love the Diary of Anne Frank, and I love how she wrote down everything, her feelings, and it's quite touching now, like I say, obviously 70 years down the road. It's, well, of its history, isn't it? And I just think sometimes it's nice to keep a reminder for the future generations of what we went through as people in this stage. And I love how Carol's done this. I think she did say she does do it with tissue or paper, but there's a lovely, lovely feel to it. It's really smooth. And this looks like, I don't know, the lovely colours that you'd find on the moors, heather and moss and greenery. I think that's the first place when I'm actually allowed to travel again. I'm going to go up to Haworth and just walk across the moors and just not take. Another thing we have learned, I think, is how much we take for granted in our everyday life. We can just go everywhere, and it just learnt me a lot of lessons this last couple of weeks. Carol's just made some lovely journaling cards, which she's sewed up some images of the Bronte sisters and Charlotte, and all the pages are lovely. I love how your tea's staying, Carol. Is it tea? But it's just a lovely, lovely colour. Mine never seems to come out that colour. And there's nice bits of lace in it. Lovely lace belly band. Lots more stamping. And I love this little nib stamp. I've just brought myself a nice new fountain pen, because seeing as I've not been going out spending money, I've been sort of treating myself online, and it's lovely sometimes to write with a fountain pen and some ink. Little pocket there which is made into a tuck spot. And that's the back page, and that lovely, lovely paper again. I love that, it's really nice. So I'd just like to thank Carol for being my swap partner and for making me such a beautiful journal, and I will treasure this, and like I say, I will take it out with me when I'm walking. Thanks for that, Carol. Next thing I want to share is a lovely folio that, like I said, that when I met Tina, that she made me. I've just put it in my, this actually was from Tina, and for my birthday last, she sent me a lovely TN cover, which I absolutely love. But as you can see, I've sort of got it all stuffed and that now, and with stuff, but I've just put it in here at the moment for safekeeping. Just make sure this is in frame. Can you see how beautiful that is? It's so spring-like, and oh, it's just lovely. I know you all love Tina's work, and I will link to both Tina's and Carol's channels below in case you haven't, but you do need to visit. The work is gorgeous, and Tina put so much detail into her work. On the cover of my folio, she's got a little squirrel eating nuts, and she knows I love squirrels, and I love all these spring colours, and a little mushroom peg which is so cute. And inside, like I said, it's a folio. I've yet to make one like this. I don't know, they always seem a bit daunting to me, and they just look really, really hard and scary. I think, I don't know, because I'd have to do, I don't know, get my head around doing lots of measuring and things, and I don't really do well with measuring. But I will actually have an attempt, but I'll go through each page. First one, it's got a lovely little ribbon. And there's some, I think this is from the Artemis A Touch of Spring kit, which I absolutely love. And oh, look at that, the colours are just so spring-like, and she's put little tags in with them. She knows I love a bunny. And I've not wrote in this yet, but I am going to write nice little spring quotes and things, and maybe nice little thoughts about spring, and how, like I said, the weather has been lovely this week. Now we're all on lockdown, of course. We're not having floods anymore, or torrential rain or whatever, but it's just really, really pretty. Another bunny and some little birds. And I love this because I do love spring and nature. I probably won't be able to get all this in frame because it does spread out quite. Let's just move that out of the way. And this, like I said, is like a little door thing with which ties. And then there's also another tag at the top. Oh, that bunny's lovely. That's beautiful. I love how you use the colours and the work that's gone into that. I can't even imagine how long that has taken you. Oops. But thank you so much for my lovely gift. I'll treasure this always. There's a couple of tags in here which got beautiful daisies, and I do love a daisy as well. And some tags, a little message is put on the back, and a lovely journaling card. and if you can see here, she's collaged up some little mice, some little flowers. God, these are so little and delicate, and little pieces of lace which just match the journal or the covers. And at the top, oh, look at that owl tag, it's so pretty. She's done a collage and some stamping. It's been gessoed and sewn and left plenty of writing space at the back. Oh, that's so pretty. And I'll just move maybe this, oh, I'll do this picnic. Then it folds out again. I think this is where my mind gets confused with all the folds out and flips. I start getting dizzy when I attempt them. There's a gorgeous little tuck spot here. Not sure what that is. Is it a ferret? Or no, I don't think it is actually. No, because my brother used to keep ferrets when we were kids, but some little creature anyway. And she's once again collaged it up with lovely little bits of lace, bits of crochet doilies. And there's a little envelope in. The work that you've put into this, Tina, it's mind-blowing. And another little tag that's been collaged up with tickets and little bits of butterflies and stuff. But aren't the colours just gorgeous? Some little journaling cards, some tags. I think that's an iris and another little bunny. Do love my bunnies. And I love deers and antelopes and stags. I just love nature, and nature's always been a very big part of my life. So, but to be able to write little quotes and things that I see, always makes me want to get out with my camera when I see nature at its finest. So that's the flip there, and then move that over that way. There is another, there's another piece here which she's put me in some little envelope with some more journaling cards in. And that envelope, how pretty is that? Does that just not scream spring? And she's put a lovely little stamp on which says British Commonwealth Games, Edinburgh 1970. And some little birds on it. Oh, I love these. And all these has been like decoupage, I think, with a napkin, and so much work gone into it. It's just stunning, and I feel so very lucky to have Tina as a friend. And when I get anything that she ever gives me, it's always treasured, because I know how much time and love and everything she puts into her journals and her artwork. Look at these. Oh, teeny little tags. That is so cute. Oh, it's lovely. And this just reminds me of our lovely weekend we had in Birmingham when we went to see Strictly. And hopefully, oh, I forgot, there's another back page here with some more tags in. Oh, look at that. It's lovely. Oh, look at that fox. I love foxes. This is definitely going to be my spring little journal where I'm going to keep all my spring quotes, and I might even take some pictures when daffodils and starts coming up in my garden as a little reminder. But this is just beautiful. Let's put that down there. And that goes down there. I am going to attempt to do one of these because I just think they're so fun to do. And a little butterfly charm there, and there's another little tag there with some more little bunnies on. The papers from this kit, it is, I will also link the kit for this. It's one of Andrea Mays' Artie Mays, Touch of Spring. It's lovely too, which just goes to prove you don't have to just do a journal with these kits. You can sort of make folios, you can do all sorts with them. Sky's the limit. But I did want to share, I've been meaning to do this for a bit, my beautiful Prezi with you all. Thanks for staying by, watching. Hope you're all okay. Do stay safe, and I'll upload next my design team project and another swap journal I've made. So I'll do this straight away after this one. Thanks again. Bye.